I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I don't even know if it's gonna stay up. If I do post it, I don't know what the point of doing this is. But I just feel like I need to document my feelings right now. I just need to feel. I need to just live through this and deal with it. Slicking my tears. Oh, I never thought I would have to make this video. I wasn't gonna film this. I don't even know how to start this video. I'm trying to not cry, first of all, because I have so much makeup on. I also feel like I cannot cry anymore. I have no more tears in my body. Hey, babes. I don't even want to do an intro in this video. This is hard. I've never thought I would have to make this. I'm trying to make this video. I'm not sure how I'm going to make this. I have no idea. I've been trying to think about it, and I'm like, do I do this? Do I not do it? Do I turn it into a positive? I don't just want to dwell for, 10-15 minutes, because that's depressing to watch, and who wants to watch that unless you want a good cry? I think I'm going to go into all the details about our relationship after. So in the next few minutes, I guess. Right now, I'm going to focus on the positive. Basically, the story is long story short. My grandma, my best friend, the woman who raised me along with my mom, I didn't have a dad, passed away 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Tomorrow's her funeral. So it was just us three. Growing up, it was me, my grandma, and my mom. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the positives. I'm just waiting to go into my tattoo right now. I'm getting a tattoo. This is what I'm getting. So this is a card that my grandma wrote me for Christmas last year, and I'm going to get this here. So it says love grandmama XOXO. So I'm gonna get that tattooed on my arm. So that is the positives. We're focusing on the positives, and then I will go into, I'm just looking if my tattoo girl is coming out. I'm going to go into a bit more details about our relationship and maybe show pictures, maybe show videos. I'm not sure. I don't know what, I really don't know how to do this. Yeah, so we'll start with the tattoo and we'll go from there. So I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. I'm just sitting in the car drinking an ice cap. I don't think you're supposed to have caffeine before a tattoo, but whatever. This is like so stressful. Not the tattoo, just like the situation. I have like 8 tattoos. Like I'm good, but yeah, so let's focus on the positives. Let's remember grandma. Let's have our tattoo session and go from there. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So this is a close-up of what I got as the tattoo. And I love the little detail of the L. It looked like her pen wasn't working, or there's just something to it. It's just so raw and so special. And that's exactly what the tattoo looks like. I think it's so beautiful. It's just so dear to my heart. Like this is my grandma's writing. Like it's just so special. So after about 2 weeks, I figured out that I wanted to keep making this video. I just feel like it's important to kind of put out there that, things do get better. I haven't been the best that I can be, obviously, because of everything going on. I've had days that I can't get out of bed, and that's just the real raw truth of it all. And losing someone is so difficult. No matter how close or far apart you guys were, you still feel like you are missing a part of you. And it just so happens that my grandma and I were best friends, and she raised me, and I have all these amazing memories with her. But yeah, it's not easy no matter who it is, no matter what the circumstance was. So I guess I will go into a little bit of details about my grandma. My grandma was definitely one of a kind. She definitely spoke her mind. My grandma was very strong. She had 4 kids under the age of 5 by the time she was 24, and then the guy left her, so she raised them all by herself, and just had a pretty shitty life after that. You know, had to work a few jobs and was very poor, but did everything she could for the kids, and one of those kids is my mom. And just, you know, got married again, got divorced, just had shitty relationships, had to go back into the workforce at like 64 or 65, was forced to retire at 70 because, you know, legally they were like, you need to retire. And then throughout that, she developed breast cancer, and beat it. And then when she was 76, she developed lung cancer, and that was a result of her smoking. And she actually stopped smoking when I was born, so 25 years ago she stopped smoking, and she still developed lung cancer. So that is what she passed away from. She, you know, went through all the treatments, and she was 81, so she already had you know, old age, I guess, but her body had gone through so much already. So that is what she passed away from. It was very painful to watch her go down that path. I don't wish that on anybody. But I guess the point of this video is, you know, to let you know that it does get better, I think. I'm not sure. She passed away, we're July 20th today. She passed away June 24th, so it hasn't even been a month. But it still doesn't feel real. Like, it just does not feel real. Sorry, Gucci's so annoying. It doesn't feel real. Like, it's still, I still can't wrap my head around it, you know, and I'll always have those moments of, oh, I wish I could call grandma and tell her this, or oh, I'm gonna email grandma and this, and oh, you know, I keep remembering that she's not around, she's not here. We all have a lot of time on our hands now because, you know, she's not there. What's up? So it's just hard. It's hard all around. It does get better. I think it just kind of becomes part of normal life. I don't know. I'm still getting there. But it's important to recognize it. It's important to feel those feelings and not, you know, numb them out. It's important to know that, or I guess think of what she would want, you know, think of what she would say in these moments. Just little things like that. But my grandma was just, she took me on trips. So it was my mom and I alone. As I said earlier, I didn't have a dad. So my grandma would help raise me. My mom would work, you know, 2 or 3 jobs at once, and my grandma would raise me, and we went on trips together. We, my gosh, we went to visit family all over Canada. We went to LA together. We went to Florida together. She took me to Disney World like 3 times. We, you know, just traveled. We never spent like a weekend apart. She was always at my skating competitions. I used to be a competitive figure skater. I've mentioned that in a few videos. She never missed a competition, and they were out of town every weekend. She never missed a competition, never missed a skating practice, and I would skate like 6 days a week before and after school. She would take me to my dance lessons. I did jazz, tap, and ballet. She took me to my gymnastics practice. She was always there, always, always, always there. And we just have all these great memories together. And actually 2 years ago, we took our last trip. We had a feeling that it would be her last trip, you know, just because you're not supposed to, I guess, travel a lot when you're going through cancer treatments. especially at her age. So we just had a feeling, you know, that it would probably be her last trip. Even if she didn't pass away soon, it would be the last one. So we went to Florida, and it was my grandma, my aunt, and I, and we just had the best time. And she was dancing, she was just living life. So she loved it. And it felt very soon. It felt very, very soon because the stage of lung cancer she had, they said that people live 5 to 10 years, and she was in her 5th year. So she, we were told, I'm gonna say about a month ago, that if by next year she is still alive, the doctors would be surprised. But they would also be surprised if she didn't make it in the next 3-4 months. So we had like about minimum 3-4 months, and you know, maybe a few more months than that, but for sure by next year, you know, let's plan that she's not around. And she was in a lot of pain. She didn't want to last that much longer because she was going through so much. So we got that timeline, and we accepted it, and every day that we could spend with her, we would. You know, and I'm working from home right now, so I would go work from her house, and I would stay weekends with her, and I would like take care of her, which was really cool because it was kind of like, you know, she would take care of me when I was little, and I'm taking care of her. So it was very special. So I guess the moral of that is just cherish every single day you have with someone. You never know when it's the last time. So after we got that timeline, she did a little surgery, and the chances were pretty high that she wouldn't make it out of the surgery, but she did. And coming out of that surgery, the doctor said she is going to be fine, don't worry, everything is great. And 4 days later, I got a call from my mom that she was on her way to pick me up, because my grandma was in the hospital, and they thought she had 24 to 48 hours. And that was the worst call I've ever gotten in my life. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't wrap my brain around it. We had seen her like 2 days before, and she seemed fine. But that's, you know, sometimes that's what happens when someone is passing away. They'll have one really, really good week, and you think they're gonna make it. And I'm not saying this to give false hopes to if someone is going through this, but you know, that's a lot of times what happens. They'll have this amazing week, and you think everything is getting better, and it's really just a week of, you know, remembering that it's like so that you can remember them this way. Like, it's a really good week with their family and friends, and everything's great, and then they pass along because that's just, you know, it's kind of giving you that one great week. So that's how I see it. So she, you know, had a great day, but the nights were very hard for her. She had a lot of problems at night and breathing wise, and she couldn't lie down to sleep because one of her lungs was completely collapsed, so it was flat. So she had to sit up to sleep. She had restless legs. It was just awful. I'm not going to go into all the details, but it was just awful. So I got that call, and we went to the hospital, and about 11 hours later, she passed away. But we were there with her, and I know this is super morbid, but you know, she passed away with family. So that's what she would have wanted, or that's what she did want. And I don't know how to end this video, but I guess it does get better. You know, just hang in there if you're going through this. If you just lost someone, I'm so sorry for your loss. The pain is just not imaginable. Like, you just feel like a part of you is ripped out, and it sucks, and it's just awful. So if you're going through, you know, losing someone, or you think you're gonna lose someone soon, you know, keep going through it. It sucks, but you know, it's part of life, and they will be in a better place. I always hated that saying, but seeing someone in pain made me realize that, you know, she really is in a better place. She doesn't suffer anymore. So that's kind of what helped me get through it. So that is my story. I guess thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's not fun, but I feel like it's very important to talk about the real issues because the internet is so full of everything is positive and people are always, you know, showing this off and showing that off and putting their best foot forward, and the pictures are edited, and you know, it's just always not attainable, almost like it's just like the perfect life. But there is some bad, dark things happening behind closed doors that people don't see, you know? So I think it's important to address those and make it more relatable, I guess. Just, you know, that people are going through very traumatic experiences and it's part of life and you will get through it. And, you know, keep those memories, keep those pictures. I take pictures and videos of everything. I have so many. And I just, you know, cherish those moments, and now I can reflect and I can share these with people. And I guess the last thing I'm gonna leave off of is the necklace I'm wearing. This is just an idea that actually my friend's family member just passed away and they did the same thing. I had never heard of this, so if you're looking for a keepsake for, you know, funeral wise, this is such a great idea. I'm going to put a close-up on the screen, but it is my grandma's thumbprint. So when we were going through the funeral arrangements, she had already, you know, arranged her own funeral and had a will prepared and stuff, and she had chosen to do this. Sorry, my hands are orange from my spray tan, but she had chosen to do this, so it is her thumbprint. And in the back it says grandmama, and there's her years. So we obviously filled that part out, but she had picked this out for me because at the time of arranging her funeral, just so that, you know, her family wouldn't be left to do that, I was about 13, and she, I guess, wanted to leave me with this. So that's just like a super cool idea, and we all have one. It's a super cool, you know, thing. I also got the tattoo, obviously, as you guys saw in this video, but just have those precious, you know, symbols, and look for those signs if you believe in that, and find what gets you through the day, you know, no matter how little it can be, like just getting up and, you know, focusing on one small part of the day that I'm gonna get this done. Whether it's I'm gonna take the garbage out today, that gets you out of bed. Whether it's, you know, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my coffee, or I'm going to, you know, call up so-and-so and tell them, you know, that they're appreciated and they're loved. Just whatever gets you through the day. I think that's what's most important, and that's what will, you know, change things around and make every day a little bit easier. Obviously the feelings still hit me. It doesn't just go away, and, you know, out of the blue I'll start crying, but it's about having that support system to lean on, you know, if I'm having a bad day. And it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay, because if you never have bad days, how do you know what a good day feels like, you know? I guess that's it. I debated on posting this video, but I will, just because I think it's important. It's important to know that, you know, we're all going through difficult times and we're in this together. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.